Now, being around 5'10" in heels, I'm considered pretty tall when visiting my relatives who are Asian. Now, this is to say that most white girls in my university are nearly the same height as me in half an inch of Converse sneakers, while most Asian girls are the same height as me granddad. 6 feet under. Now, there's a concept in sociology that tries to illustrate if a person is born inherently good or evil. Now, if you take this concept, you can apply it to genetics and specifically height. Now, there are two main factors influencing height, genetic and environmental, and most people attribute their height by blaming why their dad is 5'6" in Rick Owens. But if you take a step back like James Harden and consider the other reasons like you slept too late, you started drinking early on, you ate lunch chronically because your parents don't love you. These are all environmental reasons why you're short. Now, being short is often seen in today's society as a detriment. You hear all these business people talking about, oh, 1 inch equals $1,000 more in annual salary compared to their midget counterparts. And I'm over here thinking, yes sir, that's 2,000 for 2 inches. Now, studies have actually pointed out a correlation between height and job opportunities. For example, 32 out of the 46 US presidents are over 5'9". And while you may be thinking, yeah, that makes sense, I want a president who is tall and big to lead this country, you forgot that all that height couldn't save them from their back being blown out. I mean their head being blown off. Another study by the Journal of Applied Psychology in 2024 has stated that individuals who are over 6 feet tall earn roughly $166K more over their career than someone who is 5'5". And while this statistic is true and adjusted for nearly all other biases, they forgot to mention that being 5'5" already gets you a pat on the back in most Asian countries. Not to mention all the real 5'5s be claiming they at least 5'7" in front of girls, which brings us to the topic of height in dating. Now, whether you truly believe that height plays a factor in how much a girl likes you, let me answer that real quick. It absolutely does. Now, while you're scrambling to go on eBay to buy platform shoes, listen to me black pill the fuck out of you like my name was Wheat Waffles.
Sub 5s always get rejected.
Now, let's say you're a guy in 2025, right? You're 18 and you want to find a girlfriend. And you're pretty honest with yourself. You know you're decent looking, funny, and got an open personality. And you're in a good major studying to become something more. Now, you create an account, let's say on Bumble, and you pick out all your best photos and prompts. And you fill in everything and smile, hopeful at the potential matches you might get tomorrow, and go to sleep. I wonder how many matches I got. Now, you rub your eyes a few times and go, there must be a mistake. How is that possible? I ain't even as ugly as my best friend and he pulls more than a professional tug-of-war athlete. Now, my brother Ugoy once said,
there are no accidents.
Now, can you guess why the only DMs my boy be getting are from the app itself? A, he's not into the same hobbies as girls. B, he ain't got that 6-figure income even though he's only 18. C, he's actually ugly. Yeah, the correct answer is that he's actually 5'7", which automatically has his profile shown to 0 women because all of them have their filters set to 6 foot plus, even the midget ones. Now, while some people may view Wheat Waffles' take of blackpilling as too extreme, height actually 100% has an effect on your dating life. Now, studies show that girls actually prefer a guy who's at least 8 inches taller, so I'm going to show you a list of heights and you tell me which of them are couples. Now, while you may be thinking the couples may look like this because of that 8-inch optimal range, in reality it's actually this. Don't mind what those two guys are doing, and if you don't know why this is, it's because that last guy is 6'7".
I don't want to hear no 6'2", 6'3", or 6'5". I want to hear 6'7".
Now, one aspect of height we did not go over in the last video is the notion of advantages. Because let me be real, brother, I'm cooking everyone whose height starts with a 5 right now, including myself. So what are some of the good things about being microscopic? Well, you may not be an NBA player like Julian Newman, but you will build muscle a lot faster. Now, take a guy who's 5'6" and a guy who's 6'3". Now, give them both 1 year, same training, and same nutrition. And by the end of it, brother on the left will be looking like Ronnie Coleman, while the guy on the right is doing his best impression of an iPhone charger. Now, BMI or body mass index is a measure of how fit you are from a range of underweight to morbidly obese, taking into account only height and weight as the sole factors. Now, a 5'6" guy will be able to pack on much more muscle because his frame is so much smaller. So not only will his BMI be higher than the 6'3" guy, but he'll also be looking a lot bigger, but only from the waist up because he's actually juicy. Now, another advantage of being short is the economic advantage when going out shopping. Now, why drop $110 on regular size Air Forces when you can cop the children's ones for $90? No diddy. Now, why waste so much money on extra fabric when you can walk into a children's place, get a few weird looks, but who gives a fuck as you proudly pick from the preteen aisle. Now, while the majority of the video is mainly jokes, I want to preface the fact that height is something to embrace rather than to be ashamed of. That previous statement only applies if you're a girl. Hey guys, you made it to the end of the video, so if you enjoyed this one, here's part 1. Alright, I'ma keep saying this, but 10K, let's get it!